This is Max and Mia Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Max and Mia Podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. Hi there, listeners. How are you doing today?
We're so happy you're here with us. Today, we have a really useful episode for you.
That's right. We're going to help you with daily English conversations. You know, those everyday situations where you need to speak English.
Exactly. We all face these situations, right? Sometimes it can feel a bit scary or difficult when English isn't your first language.
But don't worry, we're here to help. Today we're going to practice 4 very common conversations that happen in real life.
First, we'll show you how to talk to a doctor when you're not feeling well.
Then, we'll practice asking for directions when you're lost or looking for a place.
After that, we'll visit the bank together and learn how to handle basic banking conversations.
And finally, we'll make a phone call to customer service. We know this one can be tricky.
All of these conversations are perfect for intermediate learners. If you're studying at A2 or B1 level, this episode is for you.
We'll speak clearly and use practical vocabulary that you can use right away. Are you ready to improve your English with us?
Great. Let's start with our first conversation. Imagine you're not feeling well and you need to see a doctor.
In this conversation, you'll hear David talking to Dr. Martinez. David hasn't been feeling well lately, so he made an appointment. Let's listen.
Good morning. Please come in and have a seat. I'm Dr. Martinez. You must be David, right?
Yes, that's me. Good morning, doctor. Thank you for seeing me today.
Of course. Now, what brings you here today? How are you feeling?
Well, I haven't been feeling very well for the past week. I have a terrible headache almost every day, and I feel very tired all the time.
I see. Tell me more about these headaches. When do they usually happen?
They start in the morning, right after I wake up. Sometimes they get worse during the day, especially when I'm at work.
Interesting. And how would you describe the pain? Is it sharp or more like pressure?
It feels like someone is pressing on my head, like a tight band around it. It's not sharp, but it's really uncomfortable.
I understand. And you mentioned feeling tired. How many hours do you sleep at night?
That's part of the problem, I think. I usually go to bed around midnight, but I can't fall asleep easily. I lie in bed for maybe an hour before I actually sleep.
So you're getting about 6 or 7 hours of sleep?
Yes, something like that. Sometimes less. And even when I sleep, I don't feel rested in the morning.
I see. Let me ask you about your daily routine. Do you drink coffee or tea?
Oh, yes, quite a lot, actually. I have 2 or 3 cups of coffee in the morning and maybe 2 more during the day. I work in an office, so I need the energy.
That's quite a bit of caffeine. What about exercise? Do you do any physical activity?
Not really. I sit at my computer all day, and when I get home, I'm too tired to do anything. I just watch TV or use my phone.
And how about your diet? Do you eat regular meals?
Well, I usually skip breakfast because I'm always running late. I have lunch at my desk, usually something quick like a sandwich. Dinner is my main meal, but I eat it quite late, around 9 or 10 p.m.
I think I'm starting to see the picture. Tell me, have you been under any stress lately? Problems at work or at home?
Actually, yes. We have a big project at work, and my boss wants everything finished by next week. I've been working extra hours and bringing work home, too.
That explains a lot. Let me check your blood pressure and listen to your heart. Well, your blood pressure is a little high, but not dangerous.
Is that bad?
It's not terrible, but we need to address it. David, I think your headaches and tiredness are connected to your lifestyle and stress levels.
Really? So it's not something serious?
Based on what you've told me, I believe you're experiencing tension headaches caused by stress, poor sleep, and too much caffeine. Here's what I recommend.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, try to reduce your coffee intake. Start with just 1 cup in the morning and no coffee after 2 p.m. Second, establish a better sleep routine. Go to bed at the same time every night and avoid screens for at least 1 hour before sleeping.
That sounds difficult, but I can try.
I know it's not easy, but it's important. Also, try to take short breaks during your workday. Walk around the office or step outside for a few minutes. And please try to eat breakfast, even something small.
What about the headaches? Should I take any medicine?
You can take regular pain relievers when the headache is very bad, but don't use them every day. I'd rather we fix the root cause. If you follow my recommendations and you don't feel better in 2 weeks, come back to see me.
All right, doctor. Thank you so much. I feel better already knowing what the problem might be.
You're welcome, David. Take care of yourself and remember, less stress, better sleep, and less caffeine. See you in 2 weeks if needed.
Thank you again. Have a great day.
What a helpful conversation. Did you notice how Dr. Martinez asked detailed questions to understand David's problem?
Yes, and David was honest about his lifestyle. This helped the doctor give him good advice. Remember, when you visit a doctor, it's important to describe your symptoms clearly and answer all their questions.
Now let's move to our second conversation. This time, we'll hear Sarah asking for directions. She's new in the city and needs to find a few places. Let's listen to her talking with Tom, a friendly local.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you. I'm a bit lost. Could you help me with directions?
Of course, no problem at all. Where are you trying to go?
I need to find the Central Library first. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I do. It's actually not too far from here. Do you see that big intersection over there with the traffic lights?
You mean the one with the coffee shop on the corner?
Exactly. That's Oak Street. You need to walk straight down Oak Street for about 5 minutes. The library will be on your right side next to a small park.
Okay, so straight down Oak Street, 5 minutes. On the right next to a park. Got it. Is it a big building?
Yes, it's quite large and it has big glass windows. You can't miss it. There's also a statue of a famous writer in front of the entrance.
Perfect. And after that, I need to find the post office. Is it nearby?
The post office? Let me think. It's a bit further, but still walkable. From the library, you'll need to go back to Oak Street and turn left.
So I go back to the main street and turn left?
That's right. Walk down Oak Street for about 10 minutes until you reach City Hall. It's a tall building with a clock tower. The post office is right across the street from City Hall.
Across from City Hall with the clock tower. That sounds easy enough. Is there a crosswalk there?
Yes, there's a pedestrian crossing with a button you can press. It's very safe. The post office is a red brick building, so you'll recognize it easily.
Great. One more question. I also need to find a good restaurant for lunch. Any recommendations?
Oh, there are several nice places around here. What kind of food do you like?
I enjoy Italian food, but I'm open to trying something new.
Well, there's an excellent Italian place called Mama Rosa's right near the library. But if you want to try something different, there's a great Mexican restaurant called El Pueblo on Oak Street.
Where exactly is the Mexican restaurant?
It's between the library and the post office, so you'll pass it on your way. Look for a bright yellow building with colorful decorations outside. They have outdoor seating too.
That sounds lovely. Is it expensive?
Not at all. It's very reasonable and the portions are generous. I eat there at least once a week. Their tacos are amazing.
Wonderful. So let me make sure I understand. Library first, then I can have lunch at the Mexican place, and then the post office. All on Oak Street, right?
Almost. The library and restaurant are on Oak Street, but remember, the post office is across from City Hall, which is further down the same street.
Right. I need to keep walking past the restaurant to reach City Hall, and then the post office is across the street.
Exactly. You've got it. Do you have a map on your phone, just in case?
Yes, I do, but I prefer asking people. It's a good way to practice my English and meet friendly locals like you.
That's a great attitude. I hope you enjoy your time in our city. The library, the restaurant, and the post office, you'll find everything easily.
Thank you so much for your help. You've been incredibly kind. Have a wonderful day.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your lunch at El Pueblo and good luck with everything else.
What a nice interaction. Sarah was polite and asked clear questions, and Tom gave detailed, helpful directions.
I loved how Sarah repeated the directions to make sure she understood correctly. That's a great strategy when asking for directions in English.
Now for our third conversation. Let's hear Michael visiting the bank to handle some important financial matters. He's talking with Lisa, a bank representative.
Good afternoon. Welcome to First National Bank. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I need to do a few things today. First, I'd like to open a savings account, and I also need to transfer some money to my account in another country.
Certainly, I can help you with both of those. Let's start with the savings account. Is this your first account with our bank?
No, I already have a checking account here. I opened it about 6 months ago when I moved to the city for work.
Perfect. That makes things easier. May I have your ID and your existing account number, please?
Of course. Here's my driver's license, and let me find my account number. Here it is on my debit card.
Thank you. Now, for the savings account, we have several options. Are you planning to save for something specific, or is this for general savings?
I'm saving to buy a car next year, so I want to put away about $300 every month. I'd like an account that gives me good interest.
I'd recommend our premium savings account. It offers 2.5% annual interest, and there's no monthly fee if you maintain a minimum balance of $500.
That sounds good. What happens if my balance goes below $500?
There would be a $10 monthly maintenance fee, but you can avoid it by setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account.
Can I set up that automatic transfer today?
Absolutely. How much would you like to transfer each month and on what date?
I'd like to transfer $300 on the 15th of each month right after I get paid.
Perfect. I'll set that up for you. Now, you also mentioned an international transfer?
Yes. I need to send $800 to my brother in Spain. He's getting married next month, and I want to help with the wedding expenses.
How lovely. For international transfers, we charge a $25 fee, and the exchange rate today is quite good. Do you have your brother's bank information?
I have his name and address, but I'm not sure about his bank details. What exactly do I need?
You'll need his full name as it appears on his bank account, his bank's SWIFT code, and his account number. You might also need his bank's address.
I don't have all of that information with me. Can I call him and come back later?
Of course. Or if it's easier, you can call us once you have the information, and we can process the transfer over the phone.
That would be great. How long does an international transfer usually take?
To Spain, it typically takes 2 to 3 business days. Sometimes it can be faster, but I always tell customers to expect 3 days to be safe.
That's fine. The wedding is in 3 weeks, so there's plenty of time. Will my brother need to do anything on his end?
No, the money will appear directly in his account. We'll send you a confirmation email with a tracking number so you can monitor the transfer.
Excellent. Now, back to the savings account. How much do I need to deposit today to open it?
The minimum opening deposit is $100, but since you're setting up the $300 monthly transfer, you could start with that amount if you'd like.
Let's do $400 then. That way I'll be well above the minimum balance requirement.
Smart thinking. I'll process everything for you now. The savings account will be active immediately, and your first automatic transfer will happen on December 15th.
Perfect. Will I get a debit card for the savings account too?
We don't usually issue debit cards for savings accounts, but you can access your money at any of our ATMs using your existing card. You can also transfer money between accounts online or through our mobile app.
That works for me. Thank you so much for all your help today, Lisa. You've made everything very clear and easy.
You're very welcome, Michael. Here's your receipt and some information about your new account. Don't forget to call us about that international transfer.
That was a comprehensive bank visit. Michael handled multiple tasks efficiently, and Lisa provided clear explanations about fees and procedures.
I noticed how Michael asked about minimum balances and fees up front. That's always smart when dealing with banks.
And now for our final conversation, calling customer service. This can be challenging, but don't worry. Let's hear how Emma handles a phone call to her internet service provider. She's speaking with James from customer support.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Tech Connect Internet Services. My name is James. How can I assist you today?
Hi, James. I'm having some problems with my internet connection at home. It's been very slow for the past 3 days, and sometimes it stops working completely.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Emma. Let me help you with this issue. Can you please provide me with your account number or the phone number associated with your account?
Sure. My phone number is 5550123. The account should be under Emma Davis.
Thank you. Let me pull up your account. Yes, I can see your information here. You're on our premium plan with 100 megabits per second speed, is that correct?
Yes, that's right. But lately, I'm getting much slower speeds, maybe 20 or 30 megabits per second. I work from home, so I really need a stable connection.
I completely understand. Working from home requires reliable internet. Let me check if there are any outages or maintenance work in your area. Can you tell me your zip code?
It's 90210.
I don't see any reported outages in your area right now. Let's try some troubleshooting steps. Are you connected to Wi-Fi or using an Ethernet cable?
I'm using Wi-Fi most of the time, but I've tried the Ethernet cable too, and it's still slow.
That's good information. When did you last restart your modem and router?
I tried that yesterday, but maybe I didn't do it correctly. Can you walk me through it?
Absolutely. First, unplug the power cable from your modem. That's the smaller box. Wait for about 30 seconds, then plug it back in. Wait until all the lights stop blinking and become steady.
Okay, I'm doing that now. The lights are still blinking. How long should this take?
It usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes for the modem to fully restart. While we wait, let me ask, have you added any new devices to your network recently?
Yes, actually. My roommate got a new smart TV last week, and my neighbor asked for our Wi-Fi password because his internet was down.
That could be part of the problem. Too many devices can slow down your connection, especially if someone is streaming videos or downloading large files.
Oh no, I didn't think about that. The lights on my modem look steady now.
Great. Now unplug your router. That's usually the larger box with antennas. Wait 30 seconds, then plug it back in.
Done. It's restarting now. Should I change my Wi-Fi password so my neighbor can't use it anymore?
That's definitely a good idea. Once your router is fully restarted, I can help you change the password. It's important to protect your network.
The router looks ready now. How do I change the password?
First, let's test your speed to see if the restart helped. Can you go to speedtest.net on your computer?
Okay, I'm running the tests now. Wow, it's showing 95 megabits per second now. That's much better.
Excellent! The restart fixed the main issue. Now, to change your Wi-Fi password, open a web browser and type 192.168.1 in the address bar.
I see a login page. What do I enter?
The default username is usually admin, and the password might be admin too, or it could be printed on a sticker on your router.
I found it. I'm logged in now.
Perfect. Look for wireless settings or Wi-Fi settings in the menu. Then find network security or password.
Got it. I can see where to change the password. Should I make it something complicated?
Yes, use a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Make it at least 12 characters long. Avoid using personal information like your name or address.
Okay, I've changed it. Do I need to reconnect all my devices now?
Yes, you'll need to reconnect your phone, laptop, and any other devices using the new password. This will also disconnect your neighbor.
Perfect. James, you've been incredibly helpful. My internet is fast again, and now it's secure too.
I'm so glad we could resolve this for you, Emma. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's everything. Thank you so much for your patience and clear instruction.
You're very welcome. If you have any other issues, don't hesitate to call us. Have a great day.
What a successful customer service call! Emma clearly explained her problem, and James provided step-by-step solutions.
I loved how Emma asked for clarification when she needed it, and James was patient and thorough in his explanations. That's how good customer service should work. And that's the end of today's conversation. We hope you found it helpful and easy to follow.
Yeah, real-life English can be tricky, but listening to these everyday situations really helps.
If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's also learning English.
We're always working on new conversations to help you improve your listening, vocabulary, and speaking skills.
And if there's a situation you want us to talk about, like going to the bank, job interviews, or traveling, let us know.
Thanks again for being with us today. Keep listening, keep learning.
And we'll see you in the next episode of the Max and Mia podcast.